Namaste. We're doing a series on surrendering, and in this video, let's look into people pleasing behaviors or the fear of disappointing others at the cost of you. Most of us do it, and let's in this video understand the karmic imprints you might be carrying from past lives, the ancestral reasons that is also overlapping on these behaviors, and how all of this shaped your today's reality, subconscious conditioning, and what are some of the ways you can move from this ego-based, survival-based, people-pleasing behaviors to divine alignment and freedom to embrace a happy being. So please stay all through this video to understand and most importantly, apply it in your real life scenario where you are pleasing people or fearing disappointing others, costing you a lot of freedom. And let me know in the comments how this process worked. It worked for many when I worked individually, when I was doing my counselings and stuff. And I'm adding another layer of from psychological layers. I'm also adding the energetic and karmic layers. And let's bring back this framework for your benefit. All right. So why this pattern forms? As I said, past life events are one of the biggest triggers. You may have taken vows of silence, obedience, or spiritual servitude. Why? As a monk, as a nun, as a somebody who has been persecuted due to religious or spiritual teachings in some life, or you've been a servant, a slave. So you've been trained to keep quiet, or else you will have some consequence costing your life, liberty, freedom, and your survival. So in that lifetime, you might have made a promise, a vow to keep quiet. I will be obedient. I will fear authority, or I would not gonna speak my opinions about anything because there might be a consequence. I feared that. My soul remembers that consequence. This could be one reason. Another reason could be you might have consequently lived lives where whenever you try to express, whenever you try to be your own self or giving your own opinions or being your own self, you're being punished, you're being exiled, killed, or pushed aside. So, over a period of lives, you have followed the same pattern not to speak out, be obedient, be fearful of authority. So, when there is an authoritarian, you will try to please them because if you don't please, it's gonna be consequences. So, if just see where all this get triggered, okay? And when you are in front of somebody whom you feel authority, somebody whom you feel there is a way of slavery. If I don't listen to this person, I'm gonna get penalized. My freedom will be curtailed. So wherever this all comes, you will start pleasing people or fear their breath, their disappointment. And then you would have in that life had an imprint to be safe, to stay alive. I must suppress myself. I must not upset others. Or this could be one reason. The second reason is you would have been betrayed for being authentic or abandoned for showing your real self. That you see, we are talking in this life, but every soul had multiple lifetimes. And if you look at any world history, Indian history, betrayals are all part and parcel of our lives. So had we had been betrayed or been abandoned for being our true self, I always have this need to suppress myself. I don't want to speak my opinions. I don't want to show my true self unless until it is too safe. So I will be always in the back, not wanting to express. I'm a follower, I keep telling myself. All right. So that fear still lives in this body. So it lives in the body, it lives in your soul and mind. So this is how it comes into. So then your ancestral lineage, maybe your family, the lineage you come, they also would have self-sacrificed themselves or been modeled. You should be like this, you shouldn't be like this for survival, especially during these wars. And then see, India had a very, very strong, many people like British and all ruling us. And if you look at any country's history, there were a lot of times we have been persecuted, we have been betrayed, we have been suppressed. Now there's from multiple parts of the world, there are very few privileged who has not been in this path. So all of that the soul remembers. And when the ancestral, when a person strongly feels that I must self-sacrifice to survive, this is the only way for me to live life. Especially women, you know, if they do anything which is not pleasing to their family members or to their people in the surrounding, they used to have a lot of shaming. They used to have a lot of controlling or being um, uh, been given punishments for being not fitting into that box of those women. Look at any country's history. Women were always subjected to a lot of restrictions, and there were a lot of times they were forced to live in that box. And the same thing, if you had been a woman and conditioned to say, if you live in this box, you will get everything, including love. But if you once cross those boundaries, you're gonna get the worth of husband, the family health, and the society. Then, for the sake of love, that woman would have felt that I should suppress myself, I should self sacrifice, I should live within my boundaries. If someone says don't, I should listen to them, I can't express. So when she remembers that, and if she would have any time uh, crossed those boundaries and been punished for crossing them, that guilt and that resemblance stays back, also making us fear saying no. Okay. So whenever I express that I need this, which was not fitting into the boundaries, I might have been punished. So asking for my needs is a big no. So whatever somebody says, I have to listen. I don't have a choice. So it becomes like, if at all someone asks me something and if I say no, it, I might have felt, or I might have made, people would have made me feel guilty. That is when even today I will have a problem with saying no. So this is how the sequences mirrors. When we heal, we do see all these mirroring events. And that's why I'm talking with so certainty that past lives, pain and trauma do impact today's lives to a large extent, not just by reading our spiritual books, but also by looking at people. And when I'm healing, seeing all those things and how the past life is mirroring their current life. And even it's with you the same. If you have agreed with some of these, you would be knowing why you do also in this life have this feelings that I will be feeling loud only when I am following somebody's boundaries. If I cross those boundaries, I will not. Or I'm loud, I'm cared, I'm valued only if I'm good, I'm helpful. Good means what? Fitting in the boundaries of other people's books of what is good. That what it's not what is good for you, it's good for someone else. Or you're helpful, or you're agreeable, or you are listening to somebody, you are not speaking somebody your own opinions and your own needs, you're not expressing You're just going with the flow of the family. Only then you will be accepted as somebody who is good, and you will not have any consequences. So the same thing you will be, your nervous system has got itself wired to be in this safety where I am safe, I am loved, I am valued, I am cared as long as I am this, which is not hurting others, pleasing others, and taking actions not to disappoint others. So that over a time has become autopilot, and in this lifetime, when you grow, your surroundings would have made you feel, if I say no, they will be upset. My mother, father, my surrounding, my teachers, my friends. So I should not say no. Or if I say no, they will leave me. Or if I say no when someone asks me something, they will think I am selfish. I'm not good. And what we have is a over compulsion that I'm gonna over explain how I am not bad, how I am good, how I am valuable, so that people don't leave me. I apologize too much for everything. If it is my wrong or not, I go and say sorry. I always say yes, 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 yes. Even though inside me says, please, no, don't accept, no, it's difficult for you. We won't hear. We will say yes, 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 okay, everything is. And you mold yourself so badly to fit into the others' good graces. Even though it's not you, you don't mind as long as other people, maybe your spouse or your manager or your whomever you are with, are happy. Your parents, in-laws, relations. So people pleasing behaviors always come when in social relations, right? So it's always with people. Even it is costing your own happiness, you don't mind. And for you, if you take care of yourself first, it means a big no. You feel like it's selfishness. You can't do everything for yourself. Everything has to be done for others. So this is how it manifests in this life, where you feel chronically anxious. You're always like people are abandoning you, or you are abandoning your own needs. You don't look after yourself. Self-care is like comes like a last at your priority. You give and give and give and give, but still feel unseen, unheard, unvalued, unloved. And there will be a kind of resentment with people around you, but you suppress. And sometimes, if at all you wanted to take action in line with your own needs, you blame yourself. What kind of person I am? What kind of mother I am? I'm not looking after my child's need, but I'm looking after myself. Even when people are needing my help, I am looking at my comfort. How bad I am. So we talk negatively about our own self. And what I tell to myself, I should have not said like that. I should have said this. That would have been better in this situation. They probably will think I'm not kind, I'm not good. If I don't do like this, if I don't fix this, I know they never will value me. So I have to fall in line. I can't disappoint them. They might drift away from me. They won't love me anymore. So let me just do what they want. At least I will be loved at that moment. But what about you and your love and your freedom? Did you ever think about that? Let's talk about why we need to break this pattern. As I always say, your divine self is somebody who is good enough, who is always loved, who is always valued. You don't have to do anything to prove yourself. You don't have to do anything to tell that you are somebody who needs to be loved, because you are loved, you are cared, you are valued. In whose eyes? Divine's eyes. But you feel not loved because people around you make you feel so. So the first thing what divine want you to do when you are looking at this pattern breaking thing and moving yourself from this constrainedness to freedom, because that's where your moksha lies in, And you are born for this purpose of breaking these karmic patterns, of no more believing that this is what is true for me, so that you speak your truth, you express back what you need to express, you express your needs, you value yourself beyond what people say or not. You're confident with your own choices, and you live life the way you want to live, the way it is. That doesn't mean you're gonna hurt others, but there's a kind of freedom that comes with living life according to your terms, isn't it so? And that is what divine wants, to live your truth, to speak your truth. Enough of this, in some life you've been shushed and you still carry those imprints and mold your, life circumstances based on being silent, people pleasing, fear of being seen, fear of disappointing others, fear of people rejecting you, people abandoning you. Isn't it painful even to talk? So I want you to try this sacred surrender as a means to your favorite God to break out of this self imposed punishment. Let us look at how. So, what is your first step of surrender? Accept what divine wants you to do, which is your anukulasya sankalpaha, which is ask. Whenever you're in a situation where you are having this urge to please people, have trouble saying no, or fearing people will reject you or abandon you when you say something according to your needs or wishes, whatever are the situations we spoke so far, whenever next time you have to face this situation, just ask your inner self. That is your divine guidance. What do I do now? In the beginning, when you're doing your sadhana, that voice comes up feebly, okay? As you increase your sadhana, that voice gets more stronger because the noise in your head calms down. So let us assume that that's one way. The second way is as you keep repeating being in your true light, not being your egocentric, the survival mode, because that way you have to survive, right? So all these are samskaras that we call, that are there as your old life, which you're carrying in this life. So now you need to align yourself with divine, the divine being that you are, which is not having these constrictions, because God did not make you born to live in this constrained life. He or she made you be born to live a happy life. And it's your birthright. You need to embrace it. So for that, we need to take steps to align, leave this old self and embrace our new self. How we can do? Whenever that fear comes or that compulsion comes that I have to, there's a situation where you usually people please or do things that people want to do out of feared consequences, whatever that is for. So whenever that comes, ask your inner self, okay, um, what is that my inner self is saying? Hmm? And if it says, take some time, it's not possible now, just say what you want also. Don't be quiet. Don't always accommodate. Just express your likes and your needs, what you value, what you want. It says, say no, or it says, maybe take some time and then respond, or ask for some support, help, because you alone can't do all this. So, whatever that small voice in your heart, not in your head. The head is chatter. The voice in your heart is what divine speaks through. So just calm yourself and listen to this voice. In the beginning, it will be very, very feeble, subtle. If you just don't pay attention, it just vanishes. You need to catch it. With every occurrences that you are aligning with your divine self, this voice also gets more stronger. The noise in the head keeps coming down. All right. So in the beginning, it will be very, very small, very, very small. Okay. So whenever that small voice says, It's okay for you to have needs. It's okay to set boundaries, saying these are okay for me, these are not okay for me, even though it feels scary to even express. The moment you get present to what your inner self is telling you without self doubting, is it true? Is it my subconscious ego? So the subconscious ego will say, don't do, don't do, don't do, don't do. But at a very feeble voice, sometimes says, do, stop, take time. Do. That's what I'm talking. Okay. So just if you want pause, think about a scenario where you usually just go people please with the feared consequences or say no. No, you have difficulty in saying no when someone asks you for something. Take a scenario and see what you usually end up doing and what your inner voice, which is your divine guided self, is saying. Okay. And then you get to your Pratikulasya Varjanam, which is your second step. Notice what God don't want you to do, which is always doing what you usually do. Like what's your repeat pattern? Say, I will say yes whenever. Why? To avoid conflict, or I will be giving over explanation about things. I will be making myself seeing, I will be making myself proving myself. I mean, how good I am, how valuable I am, how much I am so kind to you. Just kindness as a defense mechanism to make myself be feeling safe. If I'm so kind to others, they can't harm me. They can't leave me. They can't insult me. They can't humiliate me. They can't shame me. They can't punish me, persecute me. So I will use kindness as a weapon. So I'll be so kind. Despite I not having, I'll keep giving to people. Despite I having a difficulty for my own needs to be met, I will be helping others. I have this compulsion to be good to others no matter what. Even if people are taking me for granted, I will be like, it's okay, keep on giving them um, uh, reasons. Okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I'll be forgiving. Forgiveness is not bad, but need to know what's the context of forgiveness. Where are you behind it? Okay. So that is what is that you need to catch, which divine wants you to not repeat, which is that fear or the urge, the compulsion with which you want to act on a particular thing to avoid conflict or feared consequences. So catch it. Just get present to it. And say, yeah, I know, I know, I know. That's the fear. And you've been trying to protect me by being this. This is an old pattern spanned across multiple lifetimes. Maybe I don't know. But I want myself to realign with my divine self. So just hold on. And Rakshashyati Viswasaha, which is Divine Ma or your Ishta Devata is the one solo protector. She will protect me. So how can you do this? At that moment, get present to what you usually do, what your divine self is asking you to do, both. So to do the divine self thing, the thing is you get fear. And to to not do the divine self, but you repeat the old pattern, there is a compulsion, urge to act upon the usual way you act upon, like saying yes when you want to say no and all that. So both of it, you name it, okay? Take it as two separate things. First, look at what is the fear that is coming when you want to do what your divine is asking you to do. Name that fear. Oh, I fear. Where in your body are you feeling that fear? Where is it? Your chest, belly, at the back of your shoulders, jawline, at the head, where you're feeling that fear sensations. If you can name the intensity of that fear or that compulsion to act according to others pleasing so that you don't have to fear the consequence. So name that fear or name the compulsion and name the intensity. Is it 1 is low, 10 is high? How much is your intensity? Where in your body are you feeling the physical sensations because of that fear or compulsion? And visualize this as a ball, like that fear or compulsion. Imagine it as a ball. And if that ball at wherever in the body part you're seeing, maybe if you see in the center of your chest and there is tightness, see how much is that tightness. Is that like a cork ball or a big ball or a football or a gym ball or a parachute, huge ball? What is the size? Just get present to it. And Now take your Mola mantra. If you are initiated or any mantra that speaks to you or your Ishta Devatas, just say Om Ishta Devataya Namaha. That's also fine. Or take your Mula mantra and keep chanting. How do you chant? Close your eyes, see that fear in your heart, look at that ball, and the intensity, is it 7 out of 10? All right. And I'm gonna breathe. You can use your pranayama, just keep it and close your right finger here and take the breath inside using your Mola mantra. Close it, close both your nostrils, or repeat your Mola mantra twice, or repeat your um, um, taking the God's name twice, and breathe out. Close your right nostril with your tongue and open your left nostril and breathe out. And while breathing out, chant your Mula mantra or name the God mantra once. Close your both the nostrils and again chant your Mula mantra. Now close your left nostril with your ring finger while breathing in. Breathe in through your Mula mantra. Close both the nostrils twice. Repeat your Mula mantra. If the Mula mantra is of Varahima or Rajamatagima, which is so big, you can't hold the breath so long, use a shorter version of it, okay? And do it twice. And again breathe out your Mula mantra and again close and again repeat. Like this, you can repeat this process. If this is pranayama process, or else you can just breathe in your Mula mantra, hold your Mula mantra twice, breathe out, hold your Mula mantra. Breathe in with your Mula mantra, hold both the breath and repeat twice. Breathe out, and while breathing out, breathe out the Mula mantra. Hold your breath, chant your Mula mantra. This also you can do. Both ways will help you to stabilize your fear. And after some time, maybe 90 seconds or some 10 to 12 repetitions of your mantra, short mantra, see how much is that ball size, what is the intensity of that fear or compulsion, and see that it has shrunk, dissolved, the fear has come down, the intensity has become 1 or 2. At that time, you're ready to take that action, which is divine aligned self. But before doing that, you might also get into another thought. Why is it that uh, other people are not changing for me? So, Goptitra Vardhanam. What is it? Goptritva Vardhanam is let going of that hope that someone else will fix my problem. Why can't people understand how am I, how busy I am? How can they dump so much work on me? I'm struggling from so much time. Why can't they understand? Why can't they come and offer me help? Instead, they're putting more work on me. I'm always the person who is adjusting in this case. Why can't they even look at my point of view? Why can't they give me freedom? Why no one sees how much I give them? Why can't they give me back? I keep giving everybody. Why can't it's a minimum that they can reciprocate my kindness? Why can't they be kind to me? Why is that I am the one always to be giving and not get acknowledged? See, I'm such a victim of these people's bad way of living life. Some people go through extremes. When I was kid, I used to live like a queen. After marriage, I became like this. They treat me like this, like a dog. Dog get better treatment than me. It might be true in your world, but know that you can change this reality if you can change your way you think and act. Because you're not a victim, you're not alone. Divine grace is guiding you. Divine is always with you, protecting you and backing you. What is the proof? Watching this video, you're understanding the concept and following it. Why? Because of your sadhana only, right? Otherwise, how will you find me? Why should you watch this video and this long video, by the way? And my videos are always long, right? So if you watch till this, you definitely have the divine grace. Ma wants you to work on yourself. That's the reason she gave you patience, or he gave the patience to hold till this much time and understand this concept. Please trust that she's always backing you. With that think that yes, I need to be the driver of my car. Of course, the light, the path, what is coming is being shown by divine. The path is led by divine, but it is me who is driving my car of happiness or freedom, not my someone else at the back. So I'm not sitting at the back and allowing my family members or my work peers and colleagues and my boss drive my life, or either my relatives drive my life or my friends drive my life, but I am taking the charge and allowing God to drive my life. That is what we are saying by saying Atma Nikshepana. So, since you know that you need to take the action and God is always with you, just take that action, what your inner guidance divine is talking, by breathing out that fear, that compulsion to act in the old ways, and say, even I know that the outcome of this may not be what I want. Okay? It's okay. Let Ma transform me. Let divine transform me. Let me allow myself to heal and let go of this old pattern. I will act from faith, not fear. I've been acting from fear. Let me now move from fear to faith. That's what you need to strongly tell yourself. And after while you're taking action or when you're about to take action, you said no. And the moment you said no, again fear comes off. Again heart starts throbbing. And I will remember all the times when I said no, how much fights happened, how much this happened, how much that happened, how much people abandoned me, how much people rejected me, how much people gave silent treatment. All this will you remember. And you'll get again scared and tell yourself, why did I do this? Why did I act like courageously? I should have not done. You will go back into that. Maybe I'll be misunderstood. Did I do wrong? Did I hear to this lady and start again my life? I would have been peaceful with making peace that I am the one who is a follower. Did I get more excited by hearing to her and got sold and act and harmed my life? You might get into those self-doubts. At that time, put a hand on your heart and say, I don't know how this will lead into me repeatedly trying to push my boundaries and set boundaries for myself and doing things which I like to do, I appreciate doing, and stopping, avoiding things I don't want to do by communicating in a more gentler manner, expressing my needs in a more amicable way, and trusting divine that she is not gonna leave me. Let people abandon me, but divine is not gonna abandon me. My ma, whom I everyday pray, will never leave me. She's gonna hold me. She is holding me. She is seeing me. The video came to me at the time I have been asking. That means she is answering my question. My prayers are answered. So she will also give me strength to act upon this, fight for myself. So I will hold on to her. I will hold on to that faith. I'm not gonna get scared. And whatever is the consequence, I know some people might leave me. That's fine, because if some old water has to go away, only then new water can come. So if my old people who relate with me as somebody like a slave, somebody like this person whom can't express, if those people, I'm not saying the family members, unfortunately or fortunately, there are some relations which you can't leave or let go. But there are always ways you can ground yourself in your expressing your needs, coming from divine alignment, taking that one action. Divine will never say fight. She's unconditional love as I see myself. So she won't guide you into actions like abandon somebody or give tit for tat treatment, give silent treatment, show them you hold grudges. Divine is not gonna say that. She'll always guide you into compassionate ways, let go, release the fear, embrace love, embrace divine, um, talk, talk in the place where you've been always silent. Start saying no when you really don't, but in a explainable way, because I don't know to do this. Can I take some time? I need some help because I alone can't do it. So in that way, she's gonna say, but she's not gonna give you harsh ways to act upon. That's your sign that the, the guidance is coming from light or dark. Okay. If it is coming from dark, it's all again you went back to your fear based survival mode. Okay. So since I've been always shushed, she's saying divine alignment is there to talk. Now I'll go fight. That fighting is not what divine says. She says communicate, maybe communicate your needs, communicate your values, communicate your pains, your feelings, which you always put yourself. And there is somebody, come to a win-win place. It's not that other person to win or you to win. Both have to feel win-win. So if there are certain places where certain things are compulsive for you, that you need this, there are something called negotiable and non-negotiable. So certain things, when you're making your compromise, look for things that are non-negotiable and stick to your rules. And whatever are negotiable, just leave it. Allow yourself to listen to the other person with freedom that yes, my needs are also taken care and other person or also needs are taken care. We'll do this video on needs, how to balance negotiable and non-negotiable in another, so that we can talk extensively on it. But at this point, understand you and other person has to feel win-win. Not one person become quiet, another person is always doing things out of fear or consequences. And please understand, as old people who are always asking things from you, who are all not from your family and immediate family, if they'll go away, like your friends or your toxic people in your life, understand they went away because the role of theirs is over, because you started embracing your strength, your truth, which is what divine wanted you to. So since their role is over, they will go. And your soul tribe who are there to support this journey of you embracing your light and speaking your truth and your values, and again going back to those places where you have no fear of expressing and living life the way you want to live, not out of guilt, not out of fear, not like constraint, but embracing the whole freedom, which is what you are here for, because that's your birthright. Again, don't think you're going, you know, uh, crazy to embrace this idea of communication, because in the beginning it might feel difficult, but with every occurrence, even if you made one single progress, tell to your subconscious mind, which will internally talk to your karmic layer, and allow yourself to get grounded in this new reality, which is it's okay to express, it's okay not to be always listening to others. It's okay to express. It's okay to say no. It's okay to not have this fear that whenever I do something which other people not like, they will leave me. Why will they leave you? You're such a loving person. What is the proof? Divine loves you. Is that not sufficient? Sh- You know, just, just keep doing your sadhana. Have faith. Just like how you're watching this video, divine will communicate to you in multiple ways. His hand is always there to support us, hold us in multiple ways. So don't ever doubt, because people in your life are making you feel unloved, because when they don't hear to you, don't feel you are unloved. You are loved, you are cared. And if one person believes that you are loved and you are cared, that's enough to derive strength. I love you. Divine loves you. There are two people who love you for who you are, no matter which place you are in. That's more than enough to derive strength, isn't it? So just allow that divine light to shine into you, and bit by bit, as you stick to your new path, the voice in your heart becomes more stronger, and the voice in your head saying no, no, no calms down. Your fears will come down, your intensities will come down. Every time you take action aligned with your divine self, the ball that I spoke earlier, it might be like a gym ball. Slowly it starts shrinking. And the moment you want to act on divine light, it can get as small as a marble, and slowly it goes away. But remember, this is a karmic imprint. If you just act once, it won't go away. there are multiple scenarios where you would have faced this scenario of shushing. It didn't come with one situation or one life. So all that scenarios will play because God, when she or he wants you to get liberated, test you in multiple angles, and only when the divine gets proof or knows that you are totally grounded in your self-expression and speaking your divine truth, voicing your expressions and needs, only then you're gonna get liberated from this karmic imprint. Till then, it repeats, it cycles. So stay, and like an onion peel, the first level of things go away, the next level intensity when things start, but your confidence keep increasing of expression. So you will start not stopped like earlier, you'll keep acting upon, but the next layer starts, the next layer, the next layer, the next layer. So over a period of time, this continues. And when you totally embrace your true self, this problem totally goes away. And when you look back, you'll be astonished that that was my old me who was so underconfident, who was not even having courage to say no. And today I'm so, I'm having a lot of freedom. And that is, my child, the true you. And embrace that today, like be step 2 years or 3 years from now and embrace that you today, so that you can heal your inner child and your karmic self. And once you let go of this whole thing, even your ancestral next generations to come forward can also get healed. That's how this ancestral generational trauma gets healed. So you are freeing all your coming generations also from this uh, lack of expression. So walk on it, try it. I'm there with you to walk the path. You have watched this video so far. Thank you so much. I hope I will make videos like this so that you can watch these videos and to the end and get value for yourself. If you're a new user or a new viewer, subscribe so that we integrate spiritual and psychological content to help you be a happy being. And share this video with people in your life and friends and family whom you think can be a value add to enrich their life. Let everyone be happy, and every day I do homas to div- help you gather divine grace so that at a humanity level, global consciousness level, light spreads, darkness crumbles. So with that, as a closing note, thank you so much. Let us watch another scenario on how we can surrender. Thank you so much once again.